Oh, hello. Giving everybody a hot second for their computers to refresh. But hi, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's officially time for reading sprints. Hi. Whew. All right. I am ready for it. I'm in a pickle, though, because I have so much editing to do. And also, I'm way behind in reading. So, the same thing I kind of always feel all the time, really. So, I'm debating. Like, realistically, I should edit during these sprints because it's probably for the best. But I also really, really, really want to read this book, The Bad Ones by Melissa Albert. I've only read 30 pages of it. So I did read like a little smidge of it, 30 pages, but I do really like it so far. It's just starting to ramp up and I'm very into it, but editing, doing 2 recaps in a month is the worst because they're so long. They take so long to edit. And I think it's my own fault too, a little bit probably, because like I could just film it easier and not have to like ramble. But that's how I live my life, I guess. Hello, Sharon. How are you? Hey, Cassie. Week's been okay so far. Just been really busy, essentially, but I'm holding it together. I'm kind of at the point where I just like, I know I have a pile of work to do, but like, I'll still have the work to do tomorrow. So I'm not going to stress about it. But probably, I don't know if it's the best way of thinking about it, but it's kind of, I'm in the fuck it era. Hello, Lily. How are you? Virginia. Hello. How are you? Hey, Helen. How are you? Whew. All right. It's Wednesday. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, because we did just have a few more people join us. Bad ones. I really, really want to keep reading it, but I really have a lot of editing to do. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, a new tattoo. Tell us more. I want all the details. I I haven't got a tattoo in a long time. Yeah. Probably 12 years if I'm doing my math correctly. Holy moly. Yay. I'm doing okay. I'm realizing now that I'm quite hungry. That's usually what happens when I start sprints. I don't know if it's like a Pavlov situation where I start sprints and I'm hungry, but then I'm realizing right now I had breakfast and I didn't eat lunch, but I did have some seaweed seaweed snacks. So I don't know if that counts as a meal. But it makes sense why I'm hungry. It's just like I forget to eat in the middle of the day. It's really difficult for me. I'm really good at remembering to exercise in the middle of the day, but eating is like you can't have me remember to do both. Frankly, it's asking for too much. Things Left Behind by Lucy Score, very cool. Went grocery shopping, samesies. I just went grocery shopping as well. So part of me wants to be a dirtbag and just get like Taco Bell, but like I have food at my house. I have to cook. Anyway. Yes, yes, Sharon, tattoo time. What is it? It's a pocket watch with a monarch butterfly perched on it. Ooh, and an anatomical heart inside. Oh, wow. 30 years of your heart transplants. Wow. Fantastic. Congrats. I love it. The Attic Child by Lola J. Very cool, Sharon. Cute Halloween flash done in 2022. Love it. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, that does sound really cool. I don't know. Has anyone else had tattoos removed? Because I've had a lot of tattoos removed. It sucks a lot. This isn't about me right now. Well, I mean, it's my face here, but like, I haven't gotten a new tattoo in so long because, like, I had how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 5 tattoos removed. I had them all done at the same time too, which is awful. I don't recommend. 0 out of 10. It sucks a lot. It hurts way more than just getting a new tattoo over it. But I got a bunch removed. I was a teenager getting tattoos, and I shouldn't have been. You know, at 16, when your friend has a tattoo gun, you get into some situations. There you go. Yeah, it's awful. I mean, allegedly they give you numbing cream, and I'm like, if it feels this bad with numbing, like I don't even want to know what it feels like without, because it feels like I'm getting my skin ripped off. Ah, it's really quick though, which is good. It only takes like maybe a minute to do it. It's just an excruciating minute. So at the very least it's quick, but like, ugh. And the other thing they don't tell you when you're getting tattoos removed is like it's not a one and done situation. You have to go back multiple times. It takes probably a couple of years to get rid of tattoos. Hi. For me, well, like some of mine were honestly, it was my first tattoo that was giving me the most trouble. It's completely gone now. You can't even see it. There's like a slight whiteness of the skin there. Like if you really look, you can kind of see it. But I feel like it was my very first tattoo. Friend did it, and I'm like, I feel like he tattooed my bones. Like it was so deep in my skin. It was so hard to get out. Some of them were easier than others, but yeah, those ones were probably the worst. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There you go. Yeah, most of them do fade. They don't tell you that either when you get a bunch, especially if you're doing something really delicate with like line work, and if you get it in a part of your body what's going to move a lot, like a wrist. And now my words are like fuzzy. I do need to get this cleaned up someday, but yeah, this is my last tattoo I got actually. There you go. It came out of a really bad depression, and I got it to remind myself not to let myself get to that point again. So fun fact, if you just wanted a fun fact about me. Into a place in LA, lidocaine injections. Oh man, like that's fancy. They just give you some cream. they give you cream in a stress ball. And I'm in LA. I think maybe she went to a really fancy one, but like most of them, you get cream in a stress ball and you just grit your teeth. So, and it took a couple years of going, but you only can go like every 2 months or so, depending on your skin, I guess. Oh, the bad ones. Virginia, thank you for asking. I've only read 30 pages, so it's kind of hard to gauge at the moment, but I am enjoying it so far. But then again, I really like Melissa Albert. She's kind of an acquired taste author. So if you like other things by Melissa Albert, I believe, what did she write? Our Crooked Hearts. If you read that one and enjoyed it, you'd probably also like this one. What was that other one she wrote? It's not Tales of the Hinterland. It's something related. The Tales of the Hinterland is the book from within the book she wrote, which I can't remember what it's called right now. But yeah, if you like Melissa Albert, I think this is very indicative of her writing style. Add to another one. Yeah, I don't even know how much tattoos cost anymore. Oh man. I guess everything's gone up. Everything's gone up in the world. So it's probably horrible. I know shops usually have like a minimum. There you go. It's okay. I translated Australian to English, maybe. I don't know. I translate. I got it. My artist, the color didn't sit right anyway. There you go. I mean, colors are difficult too, especially if you want to remove them. Like black, easy to remove. Red, pretty okay to remove. But like cooler tone colors, like blues and greens, I don't think that's coming out. You know what I mean? It'll fade. The blue and greens don't really remove from skin. I don't know. It's something sciencey with like the lasers and the color spectrum that they treat, I guess. I don't know enough about science. I have a degree in arts and crafts. So something like that. see. Outward facing on the shelves. Yeah, it is pretty. Hello, how are you, my dear? Anything with Melissa Albert? Yeah. Um, it's a little bit acquired taste, so just keep going with it. It's more like eeriness vibes. She writes a lot of female characters and complex relationships with them. So at least I find them complex. Sometimes they're very toxic, but yet you have to continue with them. She does feminine rage very well. So if that's up your alley, I think check it out. I think technically they are YA, but like if they're a YA, they're not a young YA. I would say maybe new adult. There it is. Okay, it's called The Hazelwood. Was her first book, and I really like that book, and it's led me to read all the rest of her books. But yeah, this one. Oh, I'm very excited about it. I've only read 30 pages though. Reading a book I got from the library, Like a Sister by Kelly Garrett. Very cool. Hope you're enjoying. Isn't really. Yeah, like I don't mind YA either. That's not really like something that would make me not want to read a book. It's just I'm picky with it because I'm a grown-ass adult. Like I'm not the target audience for it. But there's some that I still appreciate, like the dark, twisted ones. I don't know what this says about me, but those are the ones I still like from YA for the most part. I've read a lot of fantasy too, and YA fantasy, like I've read it to death. So something about it has to be very special for me to like want to pick up a YA fantasy in general. That's really what I'm kind of getting at. Bit of a book hanger. Yeah. I mean, I haven't read in like a week because I had so much editing last week, and then like I just needed to not work on the weekend, and I just smoked cigars and watched movies. Like that's all I did. And then I've been filming and editing this whole week, so I'm very behind. I don't even want to look at Goodreads. Should I just do it now? You can all see my shame. All right, let's see how far behind I am. God damn it. I don't even want to know. It's not as bad as I thought. Okay. So I am 4 books behind schedule. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be 5. So I'm like, all right, that's a freebie. Good for me. I'm thinking like May and June might be my reading months where I read a lot more, because I'm going to be doing episode recaps, and those ones are very limited. Like they're not as hard to do, essentially. So yeah, I think I'll have more time. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. They were. I love Melissa Albert. I like her books a lot. Tempting. I have been hearing this. So for those of you who do not know, I have a Patreon and channel members here on YouTube, and we do a book club every month. And this time we picked Carrie by Stephen King. And I've been hearing everybody struggle bus with this, and I haven't opened it yet because now I'm scared. I'm probably going to read it early next week because next Friday is our book club. But now I'm nervous. At least it's short. It could be really long, so at least there's that. But I'm like, oh gosh, everyone's so struggle bus with this book. I'm like, what is it? I don't know. Don't tell me, but tell me, but don't tell me. I don't know. I don't know how I feel right now. Beautiful Creature series. Oh, that's old school. Yeah. I think I've only read like the first book of that series, if I'm not mistaken. Door middle grade. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it, because like when you're writing middle grade, you're still writing as a kid, and it usually comes across accurate to like middle school kids and how they behave. I think it's easier to write that than writing a teenager, because they're like, oh, this is basically an adult in a 15-year-old's body. Or you're like, okay, this is a 5-year-old in a 15-year-old's body. It's very hard to write teenagers accurately, I think. And so that's kind of the iffiness there, I guess. Allegedly. It's gonna be like last year, New Year's Eve, when I'm just pounding back mangas so I can hit my goal. Nice. Oh gosh, Buffalo? Oh man. Like, yeah, that is blizzard central. I can't even imagine. I'm in Los Angeles and I'm like, "Oh god." Ugh. Although our weather's different than it was when I was a kid now. We get a lot more like rain, surprisingly, but I guess it's good. Things catch on fire a lot here, so if it's wet, yeah, hopefully it won't. There you go. I mean, I don't know. I was interested in it because I read The Shining in January and it was a masterpiece. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. So I was like, okay, let's go back to the debut, Carrie, and like everyone's like, I'm like, oh god, what happened? Milgrave called Omega Morales and the Legend of Lechuza. Oh, very cute. Mexican family of witches and shape shifting evil owl creature. That's got a lot of things going for it. I love it. Just got the audio for Carrie. There you go. Listen while you clean. Yeah. I mean, I don't know yet. I'm gonna start it probably next week, so it's fresh. But like, I've heard a lot of struggle bus comments. So I mean, either way, you know what? We'll all have a drink. I mean, Cassie, I think it's the morning for you, but like, it's the weekend morning for you, so you can have a drink if you want. We'll have a drink and just bitch about this book. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I mean, like a Tyler to a senior at the drop of a hat. Fair. Fair point. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I was saying I was like IE. Oh, Inland Empire. I'm like, oh, okay, I know where that is. Oh yeah, that yeah. You went from desert to blizzard. Good lord. For the story, but since it's his debut, it's not his best as far as writing goes. He was also probably on a lot of drugs. Like, let's be real. Like Stephen King in that era, like I read an article once, he doesn't even remember writing Cujo because he was on so much cocaine. So I'm just going to go into it and think like he's on drugs the whole time he wrote this book. And maybe it'll make more sense. I don't know. But like chances are that's likely what it was happening. Mm-hmm. Well, our book club is next Friday, the 29th at 5 o'clock. So same time, same place kind of a thing. Uh, but yeah, if you don't finish, you can still come and hang out. That's also an option. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but now I'm nervous about it. I worry. Oh gosh, okay. How am I going to handle this? Also, he doesn't remember. Okay. Oh, the Langoliers, he doesn't remember. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't remember Cujo, and they made a movie of it. He's like, I guess I wrote that, which is like, I mean, that seems kind of fun to be so to be on so much cocaine. You don't remember writing a book out of all of the mischief you could have got yourself into while doing that much cocaine. It's like you wrote a book, which is kind of like slightly I don't know, heartwarming in a way. I could have been doing all kinds of stuff, but like he just sat there and wrote a book. There's worse things you could be doing. Anyway, we have been chit chatting for so long. Not that that is a problem, but we got sprints to do. So let's get warmed up for a sprint. I'm going to bring over our duck friend. Give me your Miles, you handsome duck, you. There you are. All right, everybody, let's do a 30-minute sprint starting and now. All right. Hello, everybody. Gently coming back from our sprints. However, I can hear Batman having a conniption. Hold on. I gotta go let him back in here. Batman. Nope, he just wanted to whine and then he ran away. So I don't know what his deal is. But anyway, hi, everybody. That was our first 30-minute sprint for the evening. How did it go for everybody? I got like a bit of work done. I feel pretty good about it. Like my raw footage was an hour and 40 minutes. And I have it down to about 53 minutes right now. So I have cut out like half, which is about right, honestly. And now I'm doing pizzazz. That's what I call my pizzazz pass, where I added all the funny pictures and casting and jokes and stuff. But I am working on the final draft right now of The Passion of Cleopatra, book 2 of the Mummy series by Anne Rice. So it's going up this weekend. They only have one more book of that series. I think I'm going to take another Anne Rice break for a minute, considering the show's coming back. And then there are 2 more series by Anne Rice that I'm still interested in. I'm not going to read any of her like gross sex stuff. She's wrote a couple series. It's like Satyricon. It's just I just can't with it. But there's a wolf series that I was like, okay, I can fuck with werewolves. And then there's like a Seraphim series, like Seraphim Assassins. And I was like, okay, Battle Angels, like, let's go. And those are both duologies. So there are 4 more books allegedly planned. I'm planning on reading for Anne Rice so I can have all of these like recaps done. I'm doing the world a service. Like I do leave things out of these recaps though. So it's not to take the place of reading the book, but in a pinch, I think it'll do. Okay, where were we in the comments here? Hello, how are you? Reading The Mystery Writer by Sulari Gentile. Hope you're enjoying it. Got home, made dinner, made it to chapter 13. Excellent. Sharon, you're killing it. Love it. 35 pages. Excellent work as always. 7 pages. Oh, some percent. Excuse me. Great work. Read a bit, had a bagel. Nice. Boiling some eggs. Very good. I love eggs. That's a weird sentence to say. I make really good fried eggs with the runny yolks. It's a talent at this point. So yes, I'm excited for you. Enview and Pandora. Thank you. Well, that's what they're here for. It's not for everybody, but you just kind of want to know what happens. And like, I know some people have complained, like, if I'm going to do another video on like roasting myself with your mean comments, people do complain like, oh, this is a really long video for a short book or whatever. I'm like, then go read the book. I guarantee my video is shorter than reading the book. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. And people like want to whine about things. And I'm like, okay, so you can watch something for 45 minutes and like laugh at jokes and stuff. Or you can take, 11 or 12 hours of your time and go read this book. Just saying. I'm sorry, I'm a little salty about it. I'm like, okay, well, there you go. This isn't a summary, it's a recap, which means I go over everything, mostly. Yeah, eggs. Eggs are the best. I get the fancy eggs. You got to get like the free range. Because in America, our food laws are not the most stringent in the world. And you can get eggs that you can just tell they're like farm fed because the yolks, they come in different colors. Like the ones who are eating chicken feed and not being treated well. My bleeding heart vegetarianism for a second here. Their yolks are really yellow. And then like the free range chickens who get to go eat like bugs and stuff and like have like 4 acres of land to walk around on and stuff, the happy chickens, their egg yolks are like orange. They are so dark and they are so good. So like it's worth the extra money to buy. Well, first of all, ethics, and second of all, they're better. They're just better eggs. So yeah, I buy the fancy eggs. I if I had chickens, that means I have to keep them alive, and I'm not even that good at keeping myself alive, frankly. Batman's doing okay because Greg is here, but like having more animals, I don't think I could do it personally. Is how my whole brain works. Yeah, yeah, they're like brown and white. Some of them are blue. I mean, the inside of the egg is the same pretty much. It's just the shells are different colors. But yeah, mostly I just get the brown ones. I mean, I don't know. Do they make a difference? I don't think the shells color matters. Yeah, I know they're pretty self-sufficient and like they just you just have to protect them from like predators. But like I mean, I'm in LA. We have coyotes and stuff. So like I would hate that if a coyote got in my yard and then like it was a chicken massacre. Like I couldn't live with myself. There you go. Yeah, but it's the same egg. It's just a different chicken laid it essentially. Anywho, yeah, we went down a weird rabbit hole. Just eggs right now. Anywho, hi everybody. Okay. I'm just a little like daffy because I'm hungry and I have to edit and I want to read and I'm probably not gonna have time to read. But as soon as I'm done editing this fucking video, sorry, editing's like my least favorite part of it. As soon as editing is done, then I'll have a lot of time to read. So that's the goal at the moment. Brownish for the shells and more orange for the yolks. Nice. There you go. Yeah, America, they are not as strict on their eggs as other countries are. Like I know, like in Japan, they have much more stringent laws on like egg and poultry, but they have so many egg-based dishes, so I can see that. And you know, like their eggs, they're good. You're not gonna risk salmonella. Like they have very stringent things. In America, it's like you shouldn't eat raw egg. You'll probably be okay. But it's not really 100% guaranteed, which is gross when you think about it. Ew. I mean, I don't eat raw egg anyway, but like if you're making like cookie batter or something, the raw egg in it. We did. Nice. Twins, jinx. I already have a Coke, so you don't have to owe me one. Is that the same in Canada? I remember when I was a kid, it was like, Jinx, you owe me a Coke. I don't know why Cokes. It's just something that happened, and then like I've heard it widely used, and I'm like, is it the same in other countries or even other states? I don't know. Anyway, all right, I have so much editing to do, but I'm in the fun part now. I'm fan casting. Like I have a scratch piece of paper. That's just a mess because I scribble on it when I'm reading. And I'm like, here's like this book. This is my notes on characters, new characters. I have to like find cast essentially. And I wrote them down and I write down like who I'm thinking of when anyway, sorry. That behind the scenes info, everybody. That's how I like cast things. I take little notes. Or I take notes on what they're supposed to look like, and then I'll look up a person later. Oh, I always hear the egg. I don't know. I don't know enough about food law. But I know like you're not supposed to eat raw egg. So like when you have like they sell edible cookie dough now. So you're like, this is okay to eat. Very strict. I mean, yeah. What a hardship, you know? Like, oh no, my food is too safe to eat. what a hardship in life. But yeah, America's a little loosey goosey sometimes, and just like, I wish it wasn't. Okay, there you go. As if you have farm eggs. I know, I heard that too. Like if they're straight out the chicken, like they'll last for a long ass time. But yeah, if you wash them, you have to refrigerate them because I guess like there's like chicken juices. I don't know. I don't like that I said that. There's chicken stuff on the egg and you don't have to like refrigerate it because it keeps it like fresh somehow. Again, I don't know how the insides of chickens work. Like, chicken juices are. Anyway, I know you're not helping. I am aware. But like, I don't know. Greg's mom lives on a farm in another state, so she has chickens. I haven't been there. I haven't. Oh, he's from the south, so I haven't been there in years, like before pandemic level. So I haven't met her chickens, but she has chickens. On the egg. It's a coating. I don't know what the coating is made of besides chicken juices. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just I don't know. I don't know the magic of this or the science of like how it works, but I know it works. like I don't really understand how Wi-Fi works either, but I know it exists. I don't know why that's the comparison I found, but here we are. A chook? Is that what you call them? Is this an Australia thing? Or is it a chicken? Like I said, we go down weird rabbit holes whenever we do lives, everybody. If you're new, welcome. Please don't be scared. It's the flour that's the risk in cookie dough. Okay. I haven't heard that. I know egg too. Everything. Apparently, cookies are the devil if you don't cook them. They're coming at you from all directions. The mystery is Wi-Fi and eggs. How do they work? I don't think Wi-Fi runs on chicken juices like the eggs do, though. Like I have that part narrowed down. I'm almost 100% certain that chicken juices have nothing to do with Wi-Fi. I think they could if they wanted to, maybe. I'm pretty sure those are different things. So we've established that. Oh my. I don't know I'm going to get into these rabbit holes until I do. But thank you all for coming along with me on it. It's been wild. Exactly. And Wi-Fi and chicken bums. We're doing a whole thing. Well, good. See, that's the point. Someone does know how Wi-Fi works. Okay. And I just need to know that it exists and how to use it. I don't need to create it. If that makes sense. But like other people do. But like none of us are chickens. So how do we create eggs? Like, is it the juices? Precisely. Anyway. Whoo. All right. Went down a rabbit hole, everybody, or a chicken hole, I guess, this time. On that note, why don't we just take a break from that? Because, like, I feel like we're going to get deeper and it's going to get weird. So let's do a sprint. I feel like that's probably the best choice. Let me bring back Miles, that little handsome duck friend. All right, Miles, take us away. 30 minutes starting now. Hello. Gently coming back from our second sprint. How did it go for everybody? I think mine went pretty well. I am about a third done with the editing I have to do still. So 2/3 left. But doable. I'm not as like about it. I'm like getting there. Just take some time, but I'm working towards it. It's okay. Let's see. Larissa, I'm glad you got here for the last sprint. Welcome. Sharon got majorly distracted with some mail. Now I'm in chapter 15. Very cool. Love it. Yeah, I wish I was reading my book, but I got to edit. As soon as editing's done, then it's reading time. You know, so I just have to get through it. As soon as I'm done with it, it's done, you know? I just got to do that. Let's see where we were. 34 pages. Fabulous. Read a little more. Working up the motivation to do your laundry. Well, you know, I am, reading about ancient Egyptian characters. At least you don't have to go out to the river and beat it over a rock. So there's that, if that helps. Your motivation. Sharon, 7%. Love it. Snazzy Moose. I love your username. Jumped in during that sprint. Listening to Aro Shot number 4. Very cool. Waiting for night meds to kick in. Eating mac and cheese. You are living a good life right now. Yes, love that for you. Didn't get much read because coworkers died. Just coworkers, am I right? It's okay. You'll get it done later. Books are still going to be there. I'm trying to do that more often. Like not get so hung up on the needing to finish things and just be like, it'll still be there later. I don't have to push myself that hard, which is, I don't know, it sounds counterproductive, but it's more for mental health, I think. Otherwise, I will push myself too hard. I don't have an off switch. There you go. Yeah. Because you have to go, unless in your house, I guess you could just be naked. Then you'll have all of your laundry clean. But if you're at the laundromat, that's probably frowned upon. So it's up to you. Yeah, I don't mind it. I just have to throw it in the laundry machine and it washes it for me. You throw it in the dryer. The worst part, I guess, is folding it and putting it away. But the washing part is to just throw it, soap, go. So that doesn't really bother me too much. But maybe I'm doing laundry. I'm also lackadaisical in my laundry. I don't separate colors. I just throw it all in there and hope for the best. So far, so good. All of my clothes are functional. I haven't ruined anything yet. So, okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully that my streak continues. Finish Bringing Down the House by Evie Dunmore. Okay. 3.5 or maybe 4. Very cool. Love it. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap things up for the evening. My stomach is growling. Oh my goodness. Because I had seaweed for lunch, I'm realizing. Ooh, yeah. It's one story. So I have it. It's by the back door. It's not that big of a walk for me. Yeah, it's the folding and putting away of stuff. But it's fine. Usually I just put on a YouTube video and just do it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. This is not my problem, I guess. I have others. Everyone has their things that they just I can't with it. Thank you for coming, Sharon. Love it. There you go. See, everyone's brains were different. I don't know. This one doesn't necessarily bother me, I guess. Least favorite chore? Dusting. Yeah, because I'm allergic to dust, so it's just it's unpleasant. So I'm gonna go dusting. This is my least favorite. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. It's been lovely. I have more editing to do. Video on The Passion of Cleopatra by Anne Rice will be out on Saturday, so Cleopatra coming at you. Hey. And that's all I got. Yeah, clean the bathroom is also rough one. Depends on the bathroom, I guess. Come whenever you want. Don't worry about it. After we're done listening to audiobooks. Yeah, exactly. So at least it's fun. But anyway, I am hungry. I need to go eat, and I have work to do with editing and stuff. So I will be back again next week on Wednesday. There you go, too. Yeah. Thank you for coming, Cassie. Yeah, I'll be back next Wednesday. Hang tight till then. I'll be back. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye. Goodbye.